Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Peace and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom unto the elect. Getting into a lesson now on the book of Job, the first chapter. This was actually brought up at camp, so Spirit jumped on me to get into it. And Lord's will, it is edifying. All right, Job 1:1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. Okay, in the NLT it says, there once was a man named Job who lived in the land of Uz. He was blameless, a man of complete integrity. He feared God and stayed away from evil. So Job was a man of a high character, and clearly he was a man of the Lord because he feared the Lord. All right, and it says in the end, let's see if we can get his name. Oh yeah, I got airplane mode on. Hold on, let me see. So Job's name in the Hebrew is Ayawab. Or Ayawab, hated. Okay, and I mean, the things he went through, you can see. That was omen. Reading on, it says, and there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels, and 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 she-asses, and a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the men of the east. So Job was doing very well. By today's standards, he was easily, multimillionaire, if not billionaire. Okay, because these are the things that actually represent substance. In ancient times, it was gold, cattle, and land. All right. So Job was very blessed, okay, to put it lightly. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day, and sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. Okay. So they would have these feasts, right? And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts. Thus did Job continually. So you have this man Job and his sons and his daughters, after they would have these celebrations, he would basically sanctify them, all right? And he would sacrifice, which goes to show you that the law of sacrifice has been around for a long time. Okay? So now reading on, all right, in the NLT, it says Job's first test. All right, Job 1:6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them. Okay, the sons of God, to who the angels, the heavenly hosts, and also Satan. Why would Satan come among them? Because he was one of them. Okay, he is one of the sons of God. Okay, because if there's a meeting of the sons of God and he's present, why would they allow him to be there? You see? But what you people are going to find out is, what people are finding out is that Christianity is full of lies and mistruths. All right, Isaiah 45:7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. You see? So the Lord sends good and bad times, as it says in the NLT. So he's responsible for both. Okay, because evil just means a bad time. Okay, back in Job. Okay, Job 1:7. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? And Satan answered Yahweh and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. All right, let's get the precept. Okay, because that's Satan's job. All right, 1 Peter 5:8. Okay. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. All right. That's what the spiritual demon Satan does. Okay. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So that's what Satan does. He tests us. Different things that the Most High has him do is to test us. And this is a test for Job. Okay. So Job 1:8, and Yahweh said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil. All right. So that means what? That he avoids evil. He stays away from it. Then Satan answered Yahweh and said, Doth Job fear God for naught? Hast not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. So Job was very prosperous. All right. And Satan is basically telling the Most High that, he fears you and he serves you because he has all these blessings. Okay. Well, that's what Satan was saying. That was, and ended up not being the truth, right? Because what Satan said to the Most High, Yahweh. All right. Satan said what? Job 1:11. But put forth thine hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. Okay. So Satan is saying, but if you take all those things and the goodies away, okay, he will curse you to your face. Okay, and Yahweh said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. And that shows that the Lord knows his men. The Lord knows, because he wouldn't have put Job through something that he wasn't able to overcome. Okay. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of Yahweh. Okay, so basically you could take everything he has. So what does it say in the header? That's a very important point. Satan allowed to test Job. So Satan does not do whatever he wants to do. All right, and this is a very pivotal chapter, the first and the second chapter, because it shows you the operation of the heavens. All right, it shows you the operations of the heavens. So reading on, this is Job 1:13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, The oxen were plowing, and the asses feeding beside them, and the Sabeans fell upon them, and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, The fire of God is fallen from heaven, and hath burned up the sheep and the servants, and consumed them, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, The Chaldeans made out 3 bands, and fell upon the camels, and have carried them away. Yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. So as you can see, Job was just getting bad news after bad news after bad news. And it gets worse. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, Thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness, and smote the 4 corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Then Job arose, and this is heavy right here, right? Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head, which is all things that they would do in ancient times to display grief and the deep level of sorrow, right? And fell down upon the ground and worshipped. So he didn't scoff, he didn't complain, which, eventually he did, in a sense, complain. But his initial reaction is very spiritual. Okay? All right? What did he do? He worshipped. And through the Spirit, we are all, in a one way, shape, or form or another, like Job, in the sense of us being contrite, brokenhearted. And I'm just going to grab that before I continue on. All right, wrapping up the chapter. Okay, this is Psalms 34 and 18. Or I'll read 16. The righteous cry, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. You see? So that's who the Lord saves. That's who the Lord is dealing with. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. All right, so that's who the Lord is with, brokenhearted. All right, the men that are at the all-time low, which us being here in America, Babylon the Great, we're at an all-time low. Okay, we're the offscouring, everybody, slanders us and wants to shit on us, but the Lord loves that. He loves the underdog, and he loves to raise a man up from a lower state back up. Okay? So there's a lot of lessons that can be learned from analyzing Job, the type of man of high integrity that he was, and how he handled when things didn't go his way and when things went tragically for him. All right, and this is what he said, Job 1 and 21, and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai gave, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have taken away. Blessed be the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, which he only said Yahweh, but we know that through Yahushai, we have a way back to the Father. So we always say Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, because when you read later on, Job actually was desiring Yahushai because he wanted an intercessor between him and the Most High, But what does it say? In all this, Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly. All right, so he didn't, blame the Lord. Well, why is God doing this to me? Well, he said, that he came out of his mother's womb naked, and he will return. He will when you leave this earth, you return. You'll be naked. In the sense that you ain't taking nothing with you. Okay, the Lord gave and the Lord took it away. Blessed be the name of Yahweh. That's an example of an extremely high level of integrity. All right. He praised the Lord. He praised the name of the Lord despite having lost all his children, lost all his basically all his substance, lost so many things, and yet he maintained and held on to his integrity, you see? And in the next chapter, which, Lord's will, we could get into that in another lesson, his wife even, forsook him, you see? But this is just a great example of a man not succumbing to his circumstances, but still seeking out the Lord. Something that we could all take heed to. All right, so with that, we'll close this out. All praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Machak Wadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who taught us, who rule well in truth and in doctrine. Shalom to the elect.